That's the brook in Connersky. Over there we have like the Civic Hall complex, Summerfield, Cross Solicitors, etc. Out onto the road up here.
That house there used to be a shop. That grey one there. Used to be a shop. It's alright, newsagent streets. For my time anyway. Maybe your time, I don't know, but well, we all know it's Hendy's. Yeah. It's the castle, the real name is the Castle Inn, but everyone knows it as Hendy's. And it's fair. It's nice. So I thought this would be better than parking out.
And as you come out of the alleyway or whatever you call it, over there you got a little bridge across the brook, and this way is a route to Shotton, Killings Lane, and another sneaky way to Wepre Park.
Yeah.
Just a little bit further up the lane. Heading up towards where used to be Taliesin School, but that's gone now. Just a little bit further up here is the back entry into Wepre Woods, or one of the many back entries into Wepre Woods. You can get into Wepre many different ways, but this one's quite well used and it's quite open now. It never used to be. It used to be a squelchy mucky path that you used to sort of squidge through all the way there, but it's a little better now. And I've done a bit with the little brooks that used to run along the side of these roads here, because there was always ditches on each side full of water, running water. They seem to have been filled in a great deal along the route now, so I think that they've put them underground somehow with drainage of some kind. Right, let's flick it off again for now. See, this is the slope. You can go up one of them. There is one a little bit further on as well. Just around about where the bin is at the end of that. Bit of lane there. Looks like something out of the Lord of the Rings, this, where the Black Riders come. There's a public footpath. And that will point you up towards the way to Wepre. Some of this is new really to me, because it didn't exist. A lot of the modern looking housing didn't, at least in the past. Like, none of this housing existed when I was a kid. This is all fairly brand new to me, but probably 1990s. Right, we've gone up the passageway and we've come out here now. If you head to the right, this leads you to Wepre, entrance to Wepre. Just a bit further down here. A little further down the path and you're getting closer to the entry to the wood, which is just ahead here now.
Yes, that's right. I think they filled it in. They filled it in. I go round.
Get here.
Now we're into Wepre.
I think it's that often.
And follow that path on the left where those people are going. Again, the housing on Wepre Drive is quite close to this bit of the woods. Like when I was a kid, this was even less accessible round here. I think previously it may not have been accessible at all, I'm not sure, but certainly been around since the 1980s this way in. It's quite pleasant. It's reasonably quiet as well.
Festivals, places are raising up again. Nice sound. I got my ticket the other day, so just before the pandemic, I think.
Hey?
Just before I just got down, so
You can hear the tweeting. It's like a nice entry into the woods, isn't it? If you're going on foot from Shotton, Connorskey, etc., cutting up that little road leads you down to this area. Right, we're finally coming out of the woods area. Well, some of it anyway, to head down to this little clearing here, which is the Dell, pretty much, in Wepre. I think most people know it as the Dell. I'd say in recent years, but in the last 30 years, they've put this bridge here, and they've put something for the rangers' vehicles to get across when they're going out to sort out the park. Bit more of the Dell. You got the visitor centre up the top there. Birds are tweeting away, they know it's going to get dark soon. It's the evening chorus, I suppose. Quite a few of them knocking round. This little path here leads up to the waterfall. There's been a bit of damage recently. I don't know if it's just subsidence or something, or if it's actual vandalism. I'm not quite sure. I think it's subsidence. I'd like to hope it was. I thought I was the only person mad enough to be going into the park at this time of day, but it seems that some other people like the dark as well. So it's not going to be too far away now. The sun is dropping. It's almost gone. We're about 5 o'clock now, so at this time of the year you're probably looking at about 5:30, by which time it's starting to get pretty dark. It'll be too dark for this camera by then. I'll have to switch over to my other one. There's the waterfall. I'll pick that up quite nicely, okay. A little bit of height. Looking at the metal bars on there, and the on the other side there's some kind of sliding apparatus. I think it was some kind of thing to, I don't know if it was to dam it up, or I believe that the hall used this in some way to generate electricity at one time, so I'm not quite sure where the electricity generating bit was. I believe it was still here for quite a long time, but I can't see any traces now, unless it's something to do with those bricks in front of me here, maybe, I don't know. Up away from the waterfall, you've got these steps here, and they take you back up to the top path by the visitor centre, etc. This is called Brook Walk, apparently now. Brook Walk. Quite a nice place to come. Now we're heading up the top path here, but on my other Wepre video, this is just like a bit of scrappy clips really, just to show you the other way in, but on my other Wepre videos a bit more elongated. We walk along this path here. It's quite nice. In the summer especially, you'll see all kinds of wildlife knocking around down here. Probably a little bit more now, hiding away until dusk. But you'll certainly see a lot of birds and rabbits and newts and frogs and mice and all kinds down here. But this little path here leads you back up to the visitor centre and the car park, which a lot of people who are not from the area will know, but you guys won't be able to come here for a bit yet because you've got to travel, whereas I can walk here. It's nice and easy. It's only 10 minutes from my house up to Wepre. Kind of privilege really, but yeah, certainly worth a visit. Last time, so I'm not going to go too wild, but the ducks are out down this end at the moment. They'll scarper when they see me probably. A couple of more hens out there as well.
How I know is how we knew we did some decorating years ago when we put a notice up for our flag man.
No stork today.
And he didn't take me to get those
squirrels?
conifers. So he called it
Over
back.
there,
Went in there, and it was a bit like our life.
Squirrels loose up in the tree up the top there. I don't think you can see him maybe. I think he's building a nest up there, so. Scarper. There's a squirrel just there digging. Spotted me and he scarpered. It's a nice little place if you want to get a few wildlife photos down here, you know, ducks and what have you, squirrels. If you've got a decent camera, decent lens and a bit of a zoom on it, or if you just after something like nature sounds and you've got a decent zoom mic or something. It's very pleasant, very quiet. Especially as you get toward dusk. Good time to come because you don't get that many people. It's usually fairly quiet here. And in the winter, generally you just get fishermen, and even they're not here at the moment due to COVID. So it is a pleasant little place to come. And if you have a look just across here. That's the main park, Wepre Park. There's a little entry cut through where those chaps are there, cut through into the park where the football fields are. If you come in here on a Saturday at about 2 o'clock, it's going to be heaving and horrible, but if you're here later in the evening when it's starting to get a bit dim, it's a nice, pretty, quiet little place to be. A bit chilly in the winter, but as long as you're not bothered about that, then always worth a nose. More hens, etc. Let's get a bit of height on this now. There we go. Try that.
fetching some bird seed next time.
Yeah. I'll have to put some bird seed out. Well, tomorrow then.
It's flashy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your battery?
What's a battery?
Hey?
You put it on the side from your bird seed, Andrew.
A lot of people put it on these things here. See that?
Yeah.
The last time we come, it was sprinkled here.
Oh yeah.
I'll get some boredom next time.
Oh,
If you've got loads of bird seed, you can bring them a bit.
Yeah.
oh I've got some bird seed out.
More hens having a scrap.
I have batteries in here.
They'll be alright, won't they?
Yeah.
Right, I was just heading off out of Wepre now. Here's your usual car parks. And the dell that we were in not long ago was just into that car park and down. And then across that way, straight ahead into the woods, leads down to that path that takes you down towards the lanes that then take you down towards Summerfield car park in Connersky. I'm not sure how much longer it'll be free because I think it's a council run car park, but on days when it's busy up here, you could always park down there and walk on up. Or if you're local, you probably already know about the route, but nonetheless, if you don't, then at least you do now. Set up by the side of Hendy's, and here we are in Wepre.